SCP Foundation database is classified. Proceeding without clearance is prohibited. Please enter Foundation credentials. Credentials accepted. Welcome.
Begin audio log. Item number SCP-017. Object class Heater. Special containment procedures. SCP-017 is contained in an acrylic glass cage, 100 centimeters by 50 centimeters by 50 centimeters, centrally suspended in a concrete room measuring 6 meters by 6 meters by 4 meters. Attached to the walls, ceiling, and floor of the room are high-intensity arc lamp spotlights pointed directly at the acrylic cage to ensure that SCP-017 is constantly exposed to light from every angle. Personnel assigned to the SCP-017 control room are to monitor the functionality of spotlights and the emergency generator system, call for maintenance immediately upon a knowledge of a burnt-out lamp or an issue with the generator. The only circumstance under which personnel are allowed entrance is to replace lamps. Personnel entering the room are required to wear the designated full-body reflective suits and must be cautioned not to step in front of a functional spotlight. Item description: SCP-017 is a humanoid figure approximately 80 centimeters in height, anatomically similar to a small child, but with no discernible identifying features. SCP-017 seems to be composed of a shadowy smoke-like shroud. No attempt to find any object beneath the shroud has been successful, but the possibility has not been ruled out. SCP-017's reaction to shadows cast upon it is immediate and swift. SCP-017 leaps at the object casting the shadow and completely encloses it in its shroud, whereupon it returns to its normal size, leaving no trace of the object behind. Additional notes: personnel with Beta clearance or higher should also see document number 017-1. Document number 017-1. Site 12, Monday morning, 4 o'clock, January 13th, 2025. Containment area of SCP-52000. Researcher Boyd closes the hatch behind him and turned to face the containment vault's occupant. Boyd thought he looked like an old-fashioned tramp, complete with bindle and permanent 5 o'clock shadow. But yesterday he looked like a winnow, and the day before, a washed-up boxer. This look wasn't new. Boyd sat across from the entity and pulled an empty manila envelope out of his jacket.
They told me that you wanted to talk.
SCP-52000 pulled itself up to the table and grinned a toothy smile. Hey, you've been getting anxious about the dreamer, right?
Perhaps.
Boyd turned the envelope over in his hands.
What do you know about it?
SCP-52000 let out a long sigh and leaned back in his chair. Boy, you eggheads sure do get to the point quick. If I'm gonna tell you that, I need to let you know how the world got started out. Boyd frowned. SCP-52000 was known for spinning stories to distract from having to answer questions. Usually, it was best to play along until it could be coerced into giving a definite answer.
Fine. But be quick about it. We don't have all week.
SCP-52000 chuckled. You don't know how right you are, Chuck. He pulled a crumbled cigarette from his jacket and placed it in his mouth. Okay. So, first thing that happened, we had the two forces of the universe. Greeks had it on point, you know? It was the music and the dreams. Boyd nodded, drumming his fingers on his thigh beneath the table. So's they banged, you know, they made the world, but they didn't fill in all the space. 'Cause you can't fill nothing forever. There's a little bit left over from the days gone by. Boyd nodded, and pulled a notebook from his jacket pocket, pretending to take note of what SCP-52000 was saying. That's why this third rock free fun has all the craziness pulled onto it like this shit's on rails. It's a storage depot for the unknowable. Would have worked like a breeze if you guys hadn't busted up the lock.
It was more like a jar.
Whatever, Chuck. That's just how you made the smoker's stupid dream witchery true. When those two kids get together, there's nothing gonna be able to stop them. Not even flipping things around one more time. Boyd put the notebook away and stood up.
If you don't have anything else to add to your story, I think we're done.
SCP-52000 held out a hand. Wait. Sit down a second. There's something I want to give you. Boyd stopped at the hatch.
What?
SCP-52000 reached into its own jacket and pulled out the manila envelope. Here's what a few people have said. The envelope was tossed, picked up, examined, and stuffed into a pocket. Boyd exited the hatch, locking it behind him. Briskly he set off towards the records and information wing for debriefing and transcription of the interview. What a few people have said. Usual Incidents Unit. Electronic copy below as per Federal Records Act. UIU File 1976-34. Case File Pluto's Front Door. Summary: Possible portal or slate that causes immediate death upon contact. Dr. Wondertainment.
Dear Mr. I regret to inform you that your toy proposal has been rejected for failing to meet the following criteria. Deadly to adults, animals, children, and pre-children. This violates the Wondertainment Super Safety Guarantee. Fun factor after vigorous testing has rated 0.0. Does not have market viability for future editions or innovations, being 100% fatal to the consumer. Unpackageable. Thank you for your interest in Dr. Wondertainment, and we hope to see you innovating again soon.
The Factory. Shipping order 10,000. Bulk distribution. Payment paid in full. Product not delivered. Action: relationship with distributor discontinued. Prometheus Labs. Grant request for location of high-value entity in space. Problem: the Prometheus Labs physics lab has proven the existence of an object which could be used to dispose of any type of matter harmlessly, at little to no cost past the initial investment to find the object. In order to locate it, the Prometheus Labs teams would need additional funding to dedicate most of their mathematicians to this purpose. Business case: once located, Prometheus Labs will save massively on disposal of high-risk materials. Would otherwise need special handling procedures in order to nullify or put out of sight and mind. Use of funding: currently, the only need for funding is the researchers' salaries to give them the time to find a more precise location of this object they have only just proven to exist. Further costs can be estimated once the object is located. Known issues: it may not be possible to reach and return the object within the lifetime of any current employees of Prometheus Labs Corporation. End of file as of current moment for this database. End audio log. Thank you to LAN F1 for voicing Researcher Boyd in this video. Thank you for listening to this SCP audio file, brought to you by Researcher Tig. If you enjoyed this reading, please subscribe and be ready for more SCP files in the future.